everyone! So I'm very excited because today is going to be my very first workout vlog. I've wanted to do this for the longest time, so I'm super excited. Mostly because I'm going to be able to explain my workouts so much more. Of course, I get messages and, just frequently asked questions, if you will, throughout my social media asking for tips on their workouts and what I do. I'd just like to say that just because I'm doing a particular movement doesn't necessarily mean it would be the best fit for you. Everyone has their own compensations and balances, just different elements that ultimately affect their workout, different fitness levels, different medical histories. So just because this is in the video, I don't necessarily recommend any of it to anyone, but because I love sharing the lifestyle of fitness and health, I'm very excited to take you guys into my office. Anyway, so, ooh, that was a loud clap. Anyway, I'm about to head over to the gym I'm at right now with my good friend Israel. Thank you, Israel, for recording me today. He's a super friendly person, a fellow trainer, a fellow coworker. Today is legs. We are going to be doing, or I am going to be doing a full leg workout, most likely starting with squats. I don't know. I kind of have gotten to the point to where I just do it as I go. It's kind of rare for me to, I don't think I've ever, I don't plan workouts for myself. I only do them for my clients when I'm designing their programs. So I don't know what we're about to go do, but I can tell you that we're gonna do legs. I'm probably gonna do a little glute pre-exhaust. And I guess I can take the time to explain why I'm doing that here. I personally work out 6 days a week. So what I prefer to do is split up my days between a normal split, which is whenever you separate each muscle group into different days. And on top of that, I separate my days into, and aside from that, I separate my days into, let's take legs for example. I have one quad focus, one hamstring focus. I personally have super lagging hamstrings, so they do get quite fatigued very easily. So it's just easier if I don't work them out both days. I won't be able to give as much attention to them. Also, because I have extremely dominant quads, I have been called like quadosaurus and all that kind of stuff. I do have trouble activating my glute. The pre-exhaustion of the glute muscle is not just for an aesthetic quality, it's also just because of the simple fact that if you are not activating your glutes, you will automatically be always relying on your hip flexors, which will lead to compensations because the muscle is always contracted. So it's very important to make sure you're activating all muscles evenly, equally, and efficiently. So yes, legs on the way. So today will definitely be a quad focus. I know based on that I'm probably going to be pre-exhausting my glutes and hamstrings so that I feel them throughout the workout, but don't overdo it so that I am ready to work them out again on Sunday. Okay, so I've already started my SMRing, which means that I rolled my legs out, my calves out, and I already did some stretching, already stretched out my hip flexors, preparing for leg day. Next, I'm going to take this resistance band and start my glute pre-exhaust, which is important to make sure that we're activating the glute muscle. I personally have dominant quad strength, so it's very difficult for me to activate my hamstrings and glutes sometimes. So what I'm going to do is combine a calf stretch and a glute kick so that we're kind of doing a compound movement. I'm going to keep my heel pressed to the ground, make sure I'm getting a stretch on the soleus, and elevate my other leg. So the next exercise is going to be a lateral leg lift with a leg resistance band. I never really use super heavy bands to start because it is a high rep pre-exhaust. So I'm keeping my toe pointed forward at all times, keeping a slight bend in the opposite knee. The last exercise I'm going to be doing, since I am going to be doing heavy squats today, is just going over the movement and then incorporating that lateral leg lift. Only sunshine under the bright skies.
For anyone that follows me on social media, you'll know or hopefully notice that I usually work in supersets. Well, my style of training is a combination between heavy resistance and then I usually do body weight or HIIT training to build endurance and tension within the muscle. So the superset is going to be heavy squatting. I'm going to be taking my time with each contraction, making sure to squeeze my glutes nice and tight, continue that activation, and then move on to some floor hamstring curls. So it's going to pre-exhaust my hamstrings as well.
Stay gold, stay gold, 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 under the bright skies. Only sunshine.
When we're using the complete leg before breaking everything down and going into detail into the quads, calves, and glutes for today. So I'm going to be doing, I guess, a compound movement between heavy squatting, and jump squats. So I'm going to do 5, 5, 5, 5 until I have a complete burnout in my legs. I also do a lot of triceps or circuits. This one is definitely going to be a circuit. It's going to kill my legs and I'm ready to do it. I'm going to start with a sled, driving through the heel every time, pushing my body backward. We're going to go into lunges with a glute kick, keeping that activation going, and then finish off elevating my heart rate, jump, squats.
Words are like bullets and they break through your skin, and there's no way to get them all out. When it feels like rust seeping into your soul, stay gold, stay gold.
We're on exercise 3, technically 7 movements or so far, I'm not sure. So we're gonna be at the leg extension, adding weight each round for the first 3 sets, and then I'm gonna show you something different. And then of course we're supersetting it with something right there, which is another surprise to come. So I'm starting at 65 pounds. Again, going to be adding weight each time so that my reps fall for the first 3 sets.
Under the bright skies.
Definitely one of my favorite supersets because it's just an amazing quad burnout. So what we're going to be doing is elevating our heels onto this plate right here. You're breaking up your squat into 3 parts. So we have top third, middle third, and bottom third. This is extending our range of motion because the heel is elevated. So we're going to perform 10 reps on the upper third, 10 reps on the lower third, and then 10 full reps. Challenging the muscle a lot more, especially after those pulses and extensions. The good thing about this plate, come here would you? Perfect. So a good thing about the plate is that you're actually, due to the range of motion, able to keep your feet closer together My feet are closer together, which means that I'll have a bit better glute activation during the squat because I'm able to get that range of motion. If I take the plate out of it, step to the side, and try and do that, it's very uncomfortable and I go into that excessive forward lean. I don't have much stability. It's just not as good. So if you're working on glute activation, which has pretty much been one of the focuses of today, and getting a burn in your quads, jump squats. I'm just kidding. Use the plate. I'm so ready to look back on all this and there's no footage there because we didn't record it.
Go.
You just started doing.
I'm your video guy.
Just start a new one.
Oh, start a new one.
Final exercise, same thing, just a little bit different. I'll explain why in a second. After this, I'm gonna finish off with 10 minutes on the stairs just because I feel like we've done a lot and I get extra tired when I record things because it takes longer. I just wanted to take this opportunity to briefly explain all the different variables that go into a workout. We obviously started with the pre-exhaust, which was just resistance bands and body weight. We went into heavy lifting over there at the squat rack. And there's really so much that goes into a workout. There's the time, there's the rest time, there's the number of sets, reps, weight you're using, the style of resistance there is. So I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to show how lighter weight doesn't necessarily mean easier. We're going to be going a little bit higher rep now, so I'm going to change the weight. I think I was at 85 or so. I'm going to lighten it all the way up to 40 because I have decently strong quads. And the key here is going to be all in the contraction. I'm going to take a nice squeeze at the top of the contraction for about 2 to 3 seconds and take my time on the way down. Add in a tension and then back up to a pause. So that middle rep, every other time, is going to bring tension to the quad for a final burnout before I make myself walk on stairs for 10 minutes straight without stopping.
That's my whole leg workout. I don't really follow a routine. I try to avoid falling into routines. I definitely favor some movements. If I follow a routine, usually because I'm so quad dominant, I follow a lot of pre-exhausting exercises of the glute and hamstring. So in future vlogs, you'll probably notice that I tend to do that often. Luckily, the next time I do a vlog with legs, it'll be completely different. I mean, maybe a few movements, but I really don't have like one particular routine I follow. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing different clothes, it's because I just came back from hitting all upper body basically because I missed a day. Yesterday, I wound up having a very intense allergic reaction. I've never had anything like that happen to me before, so it was really crazy. I missed a day, so I just combined back, shoulders, and core into one day. I did a lot of circuit work today. I put some stuff on my Instagram. I really appreciate the support from everyone. I hope that I gave some pointers, hopefully extended some kind of helpful advice, or hopefully answered some kind of question or curious thought anyone had. So I'll see you guys back here eventually. I'm not sure when. I'm still getting this whole filming my life down. Perfect. See you back here next week. Bye.